What up, people? This is your Uncle Ace High, the Beat Viking, here to hit you off with another little tip in reason. I guess we're up to 10 now. This one's going to have to do with replacing drum sounds or lining drum sounds up with a sampled loop. A lot of people like to use the sequencer window and move actual waveforms around, little waveforms, and move them around to line them up with things, which is a cool thing, but for various reasons. One big reason, I actually prefer to do the same thing with MIDI notes. The main reason being because once you are done and you got it all lined up, you can go through and audition different drum sounds to make sure that it sounds dope. You might find something that's a lot better, and if you used audio clips to move around, that shit is crazy inconvenient. So, and you could also use groove templates. Now, I have used groove templates, and it's a good tool. I like it, but sometimes, just depending on your situation, you may want to you may want to have the visual open for you, so you can actually with your eyes line it up to things. And plus, you can make micro adjustments that make things sound better. If you use a drum sample that has a long delay before the attack, it's kind of a pain using the groove templates that way. This isn't the end all be all way, but this is a cool way depending on your situation. Give it a try, see what you think. If you like it, you like it. If you don't, I don't know what to say. But here we go. Okay, so I've taken the liberty, in the interest of brevity, of loading up a loop, a famous drum loop called Ashley's Roach Clip. Sounds like this, famously used on the Eric B. and Rakim song Paid in Full, among many others. So it's cool. And breakbeats, the nice thing about breakbeats is they always have this feel that's difficult to emulate using just straight programming. And usually a lot of the stuff that makes a breakbeat dope is happening in the high end. You got your chicka, and that is really the essence of the groove. By and large, kicks and snares are placed in simple arrangements, at least with usable breakbeats for hip hop. So, but it's nice to be able to capture that upper level, those upper frequencies with the percussion and the hats. That's what I like to do. So, here we go. Ashley's Roach Clip, right? The problem with the breakbeats is that the kick and snare typically are not real punchy, and certainly not punchy enough for modern hip hop. So you want to strengthen it up, you want to beef it up with your own drums. This is a good way to do it, lining it up perfectly. Okay, I have also taken the liberty of loading two sounds into the Kong. Kick, snare, kick, snare. Same Kong. Now what you're going to want to do, and this is I almost was going to skip this part, but just so I wouldn't have to answer the questions later, I'm going to do this right before your eyes. Okay, so you go to the sequencer window, and you want to make two little clips, right? One for the snare, one for the kick. Okay, so here's the snare. I put a snare, exit, go into the kick, put the kick, go. All right. So we've got a kick and we've got a snare, right? So I like to listen to the whole break beat. Here we go. Sounds bootsy with it, lined up like this. For just the initial lining up, you can use the snap on. That's cool. Find out where your kicks are, find out where your snares are. Line them up like this. Now it's very important that you be aware of where the attacks are in your samples. Because if you don't, then the thing won't line up the way you want it to. So I already did look. The attacks are more or less right on. I can tighten that up just a tad. Bloop. All right. And do the same here. Look it up. Bloop. Okay, that does have a little delay. Not much, but a little. So there you go. Because the problem is you're not going to have the waveforms to look at, so you want to make sure that you're lined up just right. Okay, now once you got this, I've got the basic pattern down, right, boom? Yeah. But you're going to want to go in real close. That one's right on. That kick is on. That snare is a little early. You want to take off the snap. Bloop. I'll move that just slightly ahead of the beat. Kick here, ahead of the beat again a little bit. Boom. And so you do the same with all your drum hits. And you can do this with highs also. You can do this with the hi-hats. But the thing about the hi-hats is the break beat, the real reason to take a break beat is because of the hi-hats and all the percussion stuff. So I tend to not do this with the hi-hats because it's what I'm going for anyway. So, okay, so I got the things lined up more or less. Let's see how it sounds. Okay, good. Now, it would be a major pain in the ass to do this all the way through your song. So, and you don't want to do that. So you want to get your basic loop handled here at the beginning. I select all of them, join clips, and turn my snap back on. Put this to the front, put this here. Now, one drawback of doing it this way is that you can't do your volume changes. You can't change your velocity from this window. You have to go in and do it like this, but that's not really that big a deal. I'll just take down, make this more of a ghost note like it is. Boom, 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 boom. So you can adjust your volumes once you have it in block form like this. Okay? And from there, just adjust your volumes, do what you want to do. EQ your break beat maybe so that it's, so it sits right. Take more or less snare and kick out of it. Mix the taste. But you have perfectly lined up kick and snare. Now, I haven't gotten to the real big advantage of doing it this way, but I'm about to. So the cool thing here is once you have it all knocked out, you can go in and audition different drum sounds with it, right? Which is pretty cool. That's a big advantage to have. I'll take it all down. Let's see. Let's go to 10 fingers of death. That's dope. All right. That's the kicks. I'll just throw a random kick on top of it. And now you can just kind of go through and hear what sounds best. And you can do that at any time during the creation of your song. But you can't do that if you used waveforms. Little bits of wave audio moved around in the sequence window. This way you can audition to your heart's content. You can layer, you can do whatever you want. Do the same, oh, look at that, some crackle. Add a little something. Okay, do the same with the snare. And by the way, you can do this with, I used a drum loop just to be as easy and concise as possible. But of course, you can do, you can do it on any old sample loop, which is good because a lot of sample loops, you get a bass line with a little bit of drums in it. It's not real clear where everything sits, and you can kind of slide things around like this. One thing that will be handy when you're doing a technique like this is learning how to sidechain your drums to squash little holes in the sample so that it sits well in the mix, but I'll get into that in a later tutorial. Anyway, I hope this is fun as shit. I have fun as shit with it. Go at it, go forth, shoot thunder. Uncle Asa, peace.